As far as my background as a coach, I started out coaching at the Division I level. I was an assistant coach at Arizona, at Marquette University, University of Tennessee. It gave me a great idea, what players need to do to get to that level. And that experience, I also coached professionally abroad. Some of our players have used some of my contacts initially to go pursue their careers upon graduation in Europe and Asia and the Middle East. The biggest thing about my background here, I've been at Santa Rosa JC 18 years. And I have a good relationship with coaches at the 4-year level. We've had a lot of good basketball players. There are also good students and good kids that have gone on and done well at those schools. So they're going to listen to my recommendation when I tell them a guy can be successful at their level. And I think when a guy transfers on, it's just not about where he goes. It's about being a good fit for that player and for the program he's going to. We've had one of the top basketball programs in the state. I've been here 18 years. We've averaged almost 25 wins a year. 5 of the last 7 years we've won the Big 8 Conference, which is one of the top conferences in the state. 5 of the last 8 years we've made it to the Elite 8 of the state tournament. In 2014 we won the state championship. So we've had one of the top programs success-wise on the court. We've had one of the top programs as far as guys transferring on to high-level schools. And as far as just the experience here, the energy, the fan base, and the excitement of the games, you can't have a better junior college experience. We've had guys, in my 18 years being here, we've had guys that have gone on to high-level Division I schools. We've had guys go to the University of Oregon. We had several guys go to University of Pacific, University of Idaho, Boise State, East Tennessee State, Central Connecticut State, Santa Clara. We've had guys go to all different Division I schools, New Mexico State. We've also had a lot of guys who have successful Division II careers. We've had guys go to Sonoma State down the road here. Chaminade, I've had a couple players that went and played at Chaminade, Hawaii Hilo, Hawaii Pacific. We have a guy playing at Western Washington right now. So we've had a lot of guys go on to the Division I, II level and get scholarships and have successful careers there. Yeah, Steve and I played together. We were at Arizona 4 years together. And I think playing for Lute Olson was a great coach. I think we have some of the same philosophy basketball-wise. Fundamentals are important. Get back on defense, take away the lane. And I think it's really important, as does Steve, to have a lot of guys that can make shots. We spend a lot of time working on shooting the basketball, using not just on-ball screens, but off-ball screens as well, and keeping the floor space. So we try to do a lot of the same things that you'll see the Warriors do. Santa Rosa Junior College is a great option for student athletes coming out of high school if they're not getting a full scholarship to their dream school. Almost invariably, student athletes that have come to play basketball here have had more options when they've left the program than when they got here. We've had a handful of guys that have gotten Division I scholarships after a year and gone, but for the most part it's a 2-year program. Guys come here for 2 years, get their AA degree, and most of our guys, almost over 95% of our basketball players that have played here for 2 years have gotten their degrees, and those that choose to go on to play basketball have had that option. And it's not just about getting options and getting to the next level. It's also about the experience you're going to have when you're here. And we're kind of unique as far as a junior college basketball program, that we have good community support, good fan support. We have about half of our games were broadcast on NorCalSportsTV.com, and we draw well, and it's a good environment, good experience while you're here, and it's going to prepare you for the next level as well.
You guys spend much time here at the library?
Yeah, I spent a good amount of time in the library. Yeah. Right here we have the elevators to take us to the top floor. There's 4 levels here. Computers on this side that you can go get your work done. There's also study rooms that you can also go into to get your work done in groups. And then over here is the printing room. You go print out your assignments and stuff like that. And then here's where we would be studying, and then the stairs right here to take you up to the different levels. Yeah, what do you think about this campus? Oh no, it's just very peaceful. It's just very mellowing. All the trees and green you see around you just relaxes you. Being a student athlete here is great. You have a lot of assistance from faculty members here, like math labs, writing centers. They'll help you out with that. A lot of extracurricular activities like clubs you can get a part of. And then just the facilities we play in, like our gym is nice. We have a nice weight room, and all of the facilities here are top notch. So this is the first level of the library. Right here is the tutorial center. You can come in any classes on any subject. You can come and get help with the tutor. You can be either in a study group or one-on-ones, or you can have short meetings. You write your name on the board, and they'll allow you to get some assistance that way. But every time you gotta come, you gotta log in. They're very on top of that.
It's been pretty good. I've been getting a lot more help that I didn't get when I was in high school. Getting help from DRD has helped me a lot this year with things like getting a smart pen that I record while I'm taking my notes in class, or a little help from the math lab or English writing center on my papers or revising my papers. Whenever I can't get in the weight room, there's always a teacher in the weight room here that lets me work out with their classroom, and it's just a good environment to be at the SRJC.
John Daly is our academic counselor that works with the basketball players. He's been doing it for years. He does a great job. He stays on top of the players as far as making sure they're taking the classes or leading to graduating the degrees they're seeking. Also, he monitors their classes, sends out progress reports, and if anyone's struggling in class, he'll hook them up with a free tutor and just make sure they're staying on task. And his efforts and the job he does in monitoring our players is a big reason we've had such success.
And then going back to your question about GPA, 3.36. Tell them right now that's without this semester. That's bringing in what you did at Laney and combined with what you've done here through summer. Okay, that does not include fall, or nor will that include spring. Okay, gotcha. So tell them you got a 3.36.
Cool. Student athletes come to Santa Rosa Junior College have somewhat of an adjustment between high school and college. You're independent at Santa Rosa Junior College. In other words, it's your responsibility to get yourself to class and take care of the work assignments that you are required to do in your classes. And it's a maturing aspect. Many times good athletes in high school, they are taken care of by their teachers to kind of move through their classes because they are a good athlete. And here they have to learn, they have to be a good student athlete to be successful, to create the skill sets in the classes that they need to be the good student and to move on to the next level and transfer.
All right, so the expectations of athletes in the classroom is for them to be successful. We want them to not just be a student who comes to class, but we want them to be a student who's going to be successful in that class and in meeting their goals to transfer. Many of the student athletes that come into our classroom, they have goals of transferring to university and both private and public university as well, because they want to continue being an athlete. What we're trying to do is to help them realize their goals at the community college level on what it means to be successful in one class at a time, so that they can meet all their general education courses and their transfer requirements, so that they can be successful as a student, therefore transfer as that student athlete to the university and to the college of their choice, and that they will be prime candidates for recruitment by the coaches at these colleges. So it's twofold. We want them to be successful with the material and in the classroom, but the added variable for an athlete is to help them realize their goals of being an athlete that's going to be prepared academically to transfer to the university of their choice so that they can fulfill their dreams as an athlete.
We have a great coaching staff. Maurice Thompson has been on the staff the longest. I've been here, I'll be going to my 19th year. Maurice has been here for 18 of them, and he is a very personable guy. He was a former Bear Cub himself. He played guard here a long time ago, and he works with the players individually a lot. Ryan Cook joined our staff about 8 or 9 years ago, and he works with the guards with their perimeter skill work, and he puts a lot of time and effort in and does a really good job with the skill development of those guys. George Alston joined our staff 7 years ago, and he works with the big guys, post moves, not just post moves, he works skill work with our big guys. We work on perimeter skills with our big guys, shooting jumpers and drives and so forth. When we do breakdown work, he works with our bigger guys more. Ryan Cooks works with the guards. Jared Ames just joined our staff a year ago, and he's brought a lot of energy and enthusiasm. He works some with the big guys and some with the guards. Does a little bit of everything. And all of our coaches are really concerned about not just the basketball team, but about the players as individuals, and making sure that their experience here is successful and that they're doing the right things to move on to the next level.